Tape has been released and let off in the Paddy Power Chase of 25. Maxed out with 28 runners, over 3 miles to go. 17 fences, a wave of the sea. Midnight Our Fred, as they race on away from the first fence. Midnight Our Fred, followed by Favori de Champdou, Kinter Calanese, a wave of the sea, Mossy Fen Park. In between horses, Noble Birth, followed by Sam Ewing and Buchel Bucht, and back to Normal and Monbeg Park. And now is the hour next as they go to fence number 3. And it is Midnight Our Fred, Favori de Champdou as they link up with the third, followed by Kinter Calanese and Mossy Fen Park. One more fence left to jump in the back straight. It will be their fourth. And it's Favori de Champdou who takes it up. From Midnight Our Fred, Kinter Calanese away to the inside as Mossy Fen Park, followed by a Wave of the Sea. Noble Birth next, far from fluent towards the back end of the field. Back Me or Sack Me in the yellow cap. On they go towards the fifth, which is another ditch, and it's Favori de Champdou, the leader, by a couple of lengths to Kinter Calanese, Midnight Our Fred, Mossy Fen Park and a Wave of the Sea. We've all been caught, Noble Birth. Back to Normal and the top weight Captain Cody, who's followed by Buchel Bucht as they've one more fence left before they swing into the straight. And it's Favori de Champdou by over 2 lengths to Kinter Calanese, Midnight Our Fred. A Wave of the Sea, Mossy Fen Park, Noble Birth. Back to Normal, Captain Cody, Moor Park. A mistake there by Noble Birth. The leaders are followed by Monbeg Park, and we've all been caught as they round the bend for the fence in the straight, number 7. And it is Favori de Champdou, the leader, on straightening up for the fence in the straight, followed by Midnight Our Fred, Kinter Calanese, and on the inside, Mossy Fen Park. Followed by We've All Been Caught, a Wave of the Sea not far behind them with Captain Cody or Moor Park, and back to Normal and Monbeg Park and Sam Ewing. This will be the final fence next time in the Paddy Power Chase. And all standing after 7. As they file up in front of us, it is Favori de Champdou who leads the field. Followed by, and improving, We've All Been Caught, Mossy Fen Park, Kinter Calanese. Midnight Our Fred next with a Wave of the Sea and Monbeg Park and Yates Star back to Normal. Captain Cody O'Moore Park, now's the hour. Sam Ewing followed by Buchel Bucht. And then comes in the white cap is Search for Glory. Followed then after them in mid-division is Will the Wise with Paddy Piper, and then Shanbally Kid, Ballysack's Hank and You Oughta Know, followed by Sandor Clegane and Back Me or Sack Me, followed then by Nada. No Time to Wait, Noble Birth falls away, and then Heart of Dark. Will Do is just one behind Blizzard of Oz. On now to the 9th fence, which takes them past the halfway stage. And in the lead is Favori de Champdou, followed by Midnight Our Fred. On the inside, handy as We've All Been Caught. Slight mistake there by Back to Normal. Mossy Fen Park next, so they make the bend towards the fences on the far side. And it is Favori de Champdou continuing up top. Makes the bend, followed by Midnight Our Fred. Kinter Calanese, We've All Been Caught. Mossy Fen Park next with a Wave of the Sea. Yates Star on the inside, and then O'Moore Park and Monbeg Park. Back to Normal, followed down the far side by Search for Glory, and then Will the Wise and Captain Cody and Sam Ewing, and now is the hour. Shanbally Kid, and on the inside, Buchel Buck has dropped places, and then Paddy Piper being followed by Nat and You Oughta Know and Heart of Dark and No Time to Wait and Will Do, Back Me or Sack Me, Sandor Clegane, Blizzard of Oz, and falling away to the tail end of the field is Noble Bird at the completion of a circuit. Another 7 fences left to jump in the Paddy Power Chase, and it is Favori de Champdou and Sam Ewing still cutting out the running. Jumping the fence, which was their first, it is Favori de Champdou from Kinter Calanese. Midnight Our Fred is quickly toiling. The fence now across from the stands, 6 from the finish in the second last ditch. And the leader still is Favori de Champdou from Kinter Calanese, Mossy Fen Park, followed by We've All Been Caught in Monbeg Park. Wide of them, O'Moore Park. Search for Glory next with Now is the Hour. And Will the Wise and Back to Normal and Yates Star. They're heading towards the 4th last fence. against Midnight of Fred has been pulled up. Favori de Champdou is putting in a mighty shift here, has led them from the outset, jumps the next on the far side from Kinter Calanese, followed by Mossy Fen Park, a shake of the reins for we've all been caught. Monbeg Park, back to normal now as the Yar, Search for Glory, followed then by Wave the Sea and then Will the Wise, Ballysax Hank, as they make the run towards the third last. This is the final ditch. Favori de Champdou leads a stacking field, making the run towards the second last. Favori de Champdou with a companion now as Kinter Calanese joins issue. Into third is Search for Glory. Ballysax Hank is taking my eye, has gone fourth, and then O'Moore Park and Monbeg Park, Will the Wise. Now is the Air Captain Cody, and then Buchel Buck and Heart o' Dark. No time to wait in Mossy Fen Park. They're running round the home turn. One fence left to jump in the Paddy Power Chase, and it is Kinter Calanese who has just taken Favori de Champdou, followed by Ballysax Hank, Search for Glory, Monbeg Park, and they're followed to the final fence by Now Is the Yar. Right on the outside, Captain Cody, O'Moore Park and Shanbally Kid. This is the final fence, the 17th and final fence. And over on the far side, it's Kinter Calanese. From on the stand side, Favori de Champdou, who's really fighting on, and Search for Glory over the top of them. They're wide across the track. Favori de Champdou and Sam Ewing have come back to win the Paddy Power. What a day for Sam Ewing, as Favori de Champdou made just about all in the Paddy Power. From Search for Glory, Kinter Calanese, Now Is the Yar, O'Moore Park, Gordon Elliott is all but turning water into wine.
Sam Ewing just coming in to have a word with us here. Sam, I doubt you've ever had a day like this. I mean, you've won a Grade 1, you've won one of the most valuable handicap chases in the calendar. It could have been even better though, but tell us how you're feeling after winning the Paddy Power.
Yeah, geez, buzzing really, you know, it's definitely the biggest handicap I've ever won, so to ride a Grade 1 winner and that handicap and to ride a treble really at Leopardstown at this time of year is as good as it gets really.
Let's talk about Favori de Champdou. Take us down to the start, because obviously tense moments down there. Everybody wants to get away to a flyer once you didn't go first time, and your horse was one of the ones who probably meant that you couldn't go first time. How important was it to get away?
Yeah, look, I got away okay, and I gave him a little shove and he ended up taking a good grip with me down over the first two. Landed there, we got a nice easy enough lead and jumped from fence to fence. It was pretty plain sailing, and look, for a jockey you wouldn't have much more fun jumping down the back in Leopardstown and a good jumper like him.
It was up for grabs coming down to the last. Were you keen to come down the stand side with your challenge?
I was. Look, I know it's good enough ground out there today, but it always tends to be a little bit quicker, and that's the kind of route I plotted the whole way around, so I didn't think we were going to change it.
A fair effort to get a big race like this out of this guy after all the problems he's had, I'd say, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's taken his time, but look, as today has paid off and been worth it.
Yeah, Solness was brilliant for you earlier on as well. Did you feel he was vulnerable going to the last, and then he still managed to pull out a bit more?
I did, to be honest. I felt them all coming to me, but look, he wouldn't ride much more genuine horse than Solness. Even when Marine National got to my boot, he wasn't going to be passed.
The one low point obviously was talk the talk, but how good a performance was he putting up before disaster ultimately struck? Yeah,
look, he settled brilliant, jumped well in the hole, and he actually jumped the last very well. Just unlucky to knuckle over, but he's a very exciting prospect going forward, and look, I'm sure there'll be bigger and better days with him to come.
Yeah, you feel sure you would have won?
I am. Jack Kennedy might tell you otherwise, but I from my own feeling, I was quickening up well. So yeah,
it's been a great day nonetheless. Sam, thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Cheers. It's been another staggering day here at Leopardstown for Gordon Elliott. Might actually not be finished yet because he's won to come in the bumper. But Gordon, you've just added the Paddy Power Chase to your tally there with Favori de Champdou. 1-2 for good measure. Two grand old horses. How proud are you of both?
Absolutely delighted. I mean, Favor's round the yard a long time, so he is. So absolutely delighted. And Search for Glory was gutsy. He ran a great race. So look, just can't believe the way the horse are running. You know, we work very hard at home. We've a great team. And absolutely delighted. As
per usual, so much going on in that race. Right from the word go, obviously the start was potentially a crucial moment of the race too. What were you thinking as they went round?
Honestly, I was pretty relaxed the whole way because I thought it was a race I was probably going to struggle in. So I was just enjoying it, watching it. But delighted with all the horses ran. Absolutely delighted. Yeah.
And the winner's had his problems, has he? How much of an effort has gone into getting him back in a position to win a race?
Look, he obviously got a leg injury a couple of years ago, and it probably just went a bit stale, but he just seemed to enjoy it today. He got it easy in front, he jumped from fence to fence, so absolutely delighted.
Bones on fire earlier on, added to your tally as well. He was due, I think, a nice prize, wasn't he?
He was, and Jack was brilliant on him, so absolutely delighted.
What about the bumper now, just to put the seal on things?
I think he's a nice horse. I do think he's a nice horse. He'd have come on a lot from his run the last day, but there's good talk about Willie, so listen, we'll see what happens.
And how do you think tomorrow's shaping up? Can you keep this run going?
I thought I was going to struggle for a winner today, to be honest, coming racing. I thought it was my worst day of the week. But to be honest, we've hit double digits now for the week, so whatever happens is only a bonus from now on.
Nice punch tomorrow, though?
Yeah, we've loads of chances, yeah. So again, just can't wait. Wish today wouldn't end.
Gordon, great stuff. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.